Hello ladies and gentlemen of the StarCraft Nation, Zoya here from the StarCraft Squad, bringing you another, wow, why am I lagging? Bringing you another pro matchup here. Spawning in the bottom middle is ESCGoOdy, excuse me. He's a really good Terran player. I believe, from what I know, he was originally a Warcraft 3 player, and then he came over to StarCraft like most Warcraft 3 players did, because StarCraft is just that amazing. And spawning in the top middle, cross positions, of course, as far apart as you can get, is aAaNerchio, or Nerchio. I actually know nothing about him, so we'll have to see how this matchup goes. Hopefully it's a great game. But I do know that Goody is a great Terran player. I love watching him play, so we'll have to see an epic matchup here. Now, both players are, doing something standard so far. We don't see any early scouts going out. No 9 pulls going on, nothing crazy, so looks like we're going to be seeing a fairly standard fun matchup. aAaNerchio is scouting with its overlords, going to swing it back around this way. Good rally point usage right here. Barracks going down, and our first scout going out for Goody. A little late, in my opinion, on a 4-player map. He was getting cheese right about now. Their scout would be a little too late for that, but should be fine. We do have a second barracks going down for Goody. Hopefully he can wall this off before any scout gets here, so this isn't seen. But we do have 2 barracks down. Don't know if Goody saw this. Probably was too far away to see. Ran over here to see if he could get a quick glimpse at the overlord. But either way, he's about to go over to the top right or top position and see Nerchio pulling and gassing before an expansion. So we have the double racks right now pumping out units. We got the orbital command on the way. Still no gas on the way. Here comes the scout. We see the spawning pool is just now finishing. We know that there is no hatchery down. He didn't scout the gas though. Usually you want to scout something like that. So now we know it's 1 base versus 1 base. Looks like he's going back in to get that little peek off at the gas, hopefully. You'll always want to scout both gas guys. You need to come in here and see what you need to scout. So gas is scouted. We have 2 lings on the way. They are just now popping out. Probably going to get Goody's SCV. If he was to get off the SCVs move pretty fast off of creep, so, or compared to zerglings. So if he was to go off creep, he might have been able to escape. So we are getting an expansion right now. Pretty late expansion. It's a 19 expand. And now we have the double barracks pumping out Marines. Still no second racks, and still no gas going, so we're committing pretty heavily to this double racks thing. We're putting out a pretty early extra supply depot. I mean, we're only at 22 food out of 27, but looks like we're going with a pretty beastie push right now. We have 5 Marines and 3 SCVs on the way. Might be sending this one as well, so we're going to have a 6th Marine on the way. Okay, so we do have the rally point for both barracks set to this expansion. We do have no spine crawlers up over here, and we won't have any anytime soon. This Zergling does see this coming. He did have the Zelnaga tower, so we have 6 lings on the way. Moving this queen over here to do some little defense. Zergling's being halfway done. We did pull all guys out of gas right now, so we're not getting any banelings anytime soon. Any roaches, no. And then we have a command center going down for Goody. So here comes the push. We have plenty of SCVs over here. You don't want to get your SCVs too far in front of your Marines, guys, because they'll die. So trying to focus fight on this very slow queen. There's not really nothing he can do. Good wall off there, making the Zerglings run all the way around to get to these Marines. Lots of drones pulled. Need to be very careful with this, or he's going to lose way too many Marines. We need to see Nerchio focus fight on these SCVs on the bunkers, or this is going to be really bad position for him. But he's not doing it. He should have pulled his drones and attacked the guys on the bunkers. And then we have 1 bunker finishing and a second one almost done. So now we're focus fighting these drones, and this is not looking good for Nerchio at all. I do not know how he's going to be able to pull this off. We have roach warrens on the way. And we do have a lot of Zerglings up here. This hatchery is going to be going down, and that's a huge 300 mineral loss for Nerchio, especially since we are getting the expansion almost finished. We have double gas on the way as well, and we'll be teching up from Goody very soon. Expansion is now down. Roach Warren is almost finished. Like to see him take these Marines out, come up here, do a little bit of poking, We don't really need to just sit down here anymore and turtle. We might as well, you know, do a little bit of poking and prodding. We do have one roach on the way. We are seeing a lot of them up here. We need to focus fight on this roach warden very quickly. Another bunker going down. Good call. Bunkering up here. We're going to lose this roach warden before we get any more roaches out. We're going to have 2 done. So that's a great play from Goody. This is not looking good for Nerchio at this point. We do have the 1 roach out, though, and that 1 roach is going to do a lot of damage. We are loading up into this bunker. We are losing this one. We need to cancel it quickly before we lose it. And there's the cancel. Bunkers or barracks scouting over here. Maybe he's just bringing it over here to pump up Marines a little bit faster. We are throwing down a double factory now. We do have plenty of lings here. We are getting lair tech now. I mean, that's the only thing you can only do at this point is hopefully get like a quick mutalisk or something and do a lot of damage. Need to land this bunker or something, do something with it, put a reactor down, pump out a lot of Marines. Expansion going over, double gas going down, and right now we have the double factory. This is not looking good at all for Nerchio. It's pretty much over at this point, no matter what you say. He needs to expand this creep so we can get the spine crawler over here. Looks like he's getting ready to do that. And there's the creep expand finally going down. Larva inject can't be done now. And this, like I said, this is not looking good at all for Nerchio. Goody has them contained, and Goody is also on 2 bases right now. And it's getting fairly saturated at this point. So right now, with the double factory, double tech lab on the way, and then a starport, this is pretty much GG for Nerchio. There's very little he can do right now, especially without a baneling nest. So lair tech is finished. Should be seeing an eject larva soon. Creep expand going. Need to get that spine collar as close as possible. Roach is using vision to pick off this bunker. I guess that's what he was using the barracks for, was to get vision up here. That's pretty smart. He needs to be very careful, though. If he doesn't bring his Marines up here to kill the spine collar, it's going to be able to do a lot of damage. Barracks is flying back over. Salvaging that bunker, good call. Do not want to lose that 100 minerals you can instantly get back. Losing this Marine, though, failed a micro there. And then more creep expand going so we can get those spine collars out there. We're still on 1 base, so that's not good at all. It's infestation pit on the way, so we got infestors coming. I'm curious to see how that will work out against this, but with the double siege tanks coming and a Viking already and an armory, we're going to be seeing this not look very good for Nerchio. Need to get him over here to do some damage to the spine collar, but I don't think Goody sees it. If the spine collar lands, it's going to do a lot of damage to this bunker. And then here comes the attack. And then here comes Nerchio pushing the front. Should be able to do a lot of damage with this attack, and he's going to be able to expand. He's going to be able to take out this bunker. Good spine collar use there, and the bunker is down. We only have 2 roaches, a ling and a zerg and a drone here, so we need to be very careful. We're still preventing this expansion. Goody's doing a very great job of preventing this. Lots of SUV queued up. That's kind of silly. Should be like expanding again or putting down, you know, more production facilities. Not supply blocking himself. We have Infernal Pre-Igniter being researched. We also have Siege Tech that was researched. We have Thor's on the way. Finally getting his expansion now. We do have the Infestors out. And we do have Fungal Growth ready to go because he did get that extra energy. We do have a Raven on the way. +1 Terran vehicle weapons is almost done too. And we have missile turrets out. Not really necessary though because we don't really have Mutalisk on the field at all. Baneling Nest almost done, and the hatchery almost done here as well. So we're going to have 3 hatcheries up soon. But at this point, it's not looking good at all. We have the reactor going down for lots of Blue Flame Hellions. We have Thor's on the way. I'd like to see another expansion come down for Goody. But at this point, his lead, if we go to the economy tab, it's 45 harvesters to 31. His income's 10 times stronger. If we go to the, we look at the food count, it's 52 for the Zerg player and 86 for Terran. So at this point, we have a huge lead from Goody. Expansion's about halfway done, so we're going to see a 3rd expansion right now. He's keeping his economic lead. flying around with Vikings right now, picking off as many Overseers, Overlords as he can. See, this is going to supply block our Zerg player, and that's going to set him even more behind. Baneling speeds being researched. We got +1 on the ground carapace on the way. Another Evo chamber going down. We got the double gas going down over here. Goody needs to make an attack soon. He needs to do some damage quickly, or he's going to be in a position that he does not want to be in. I'd like to see a tech lab down on this barracks, get some stim. Stim's useful no matter what you're doing, even if you are going heavy mech. So we are moving out here. This should be game over. I mean, we have plenty of Blue Flame Hellions. We have the Vikings. We have Marines. We have Thors, and we have Siege Tanks. And all we have here is a bunch of Lings, 1 Roach, and 2 Infestors. So at this point, it's pretty much over. We need to get some Banelings out here, though. We need to warp these in quick. He did see the push coming. He sees it's on the creep. We need those Banelings now. If he doesn't warp them in soon, this attack's going to be here way too quickly. So we have the Infestors moving out. Not warping in any Banelings. That's very silly. And these Zerglings are going to get devoured by all this mech. We got plenty of Zerg, Blue Flame Hellions and Siege Tanks to just devour all this. Still no Banelings on the way, though. We need to get those Banelings out. This is the only thing he has a chance to, hold this attack off. Getting a good surround here, especially with the Infestor, but good Infested Terran play, though. Throwing down those down on the Siege Tanks. Going to splash damage themselves. But with the Raven throwing down auto turrets and the Siege Tanks on point positions, this is not looking good. Reinforcements just being flown in. We got constant Hellions just flying over here. Going to devour these Zerglings, and it's pretty much GG. Just need to wait for it. Would have liked to see Nerchio use those Banelings to, win the game, but nothing you can do. So great game. Make sure you guys subscribe. Submit your replay of Dark Templar harassment. That's this week's video to starcraftsquad@gmail.com. And yeah, I'm Zoya. I'll see you guys next time.